If you're watching this video, it means you've either completed the previous task I gave you, you've printed out the Empowered Man code, you've put it up somewhere you can see it every single day, and you've sent the photo inside of your VIP chat. Now, whether you've done it or not, I'm going to show you now how to actually track your tasks like this one. In later videos, I'll show you how to manage your time, take back 2 to 4 hours a day. But for now, we're going to go through the process you're going to follow using the hit list, mit list, and do list system to reclaim your time. So what is this? It's ultimately a gamified way to skyrocket your productivity. And we're going to have a central hub in place for all of your actions and ideas. This is going to help you have more time, have more freedom, and get more done in life. Now, this is broken down to a few key sections, and I'll show you how they look in the next few videos. The first one is your hit list. This is your highly important task list. These are your top of mind future tasks, things that aren't happening today, but you want to do at some point in the future. You just don't know when. And they're stored in one place. Every idea you have, every action you have that gets to happen in the future is recorded here. And when we're building this out, we want to make sure there's a clear title. We want to make it easy to understand. We want to make sure there's a specific due date and a priority level for each task. Now, the way you're going to find your hit list is by navigating from the dashboard, clicking on the left bar on your desktop or computer, and clicking on Task Management. You can then get rid of that bar to show you more real estate or to be able to see more on the screen. I'll make it a little bit smaller for you so you can see everything in one place. So you can see on the left here, we have our hit list. Every time you need to create a task, you simply click on the plus icon on your computer for hit list and you give it a clear title. For example, email Darren regarding development. So that's a very clear title. Then we want to give it a priority. Is it urgent and important? Is it urgent but not that important? Is it important but not that urgent? Could you do it later? Or is it not important and not urgent, which is what most of the tasks we do every single day are. So we're going to give it a priority, urgent, important. And then we're going to select a date that we anticipate we're going to do this in the future. We're not scheduling it in yet. We're not putting it on the specific day. We're just putting a date. So I'll put the 30th of September here and I'm going to click on save. And you'll see that task is now waiting for me up the top left. In the next clip, I'll show you how to do this on your mobile phone inside of the hit list. So here we are on the mobile phone. It's very easy to find your hit list. It's down the bottom bar, right next to the home screen or the chat icon in between the two. And you'll see it says tasks. And if we tap on the hit list there, it's going to open up all of our tasks. Now, if there are none there, let's say, for example, we go into the future, I click on do list, nothing happens. There has to actually be a task in there. So if we open up, we can see all of our current tasks, what their names are, what their urgency level is. And then we click on the icon up the top right where there's the plus, and then we can rename that task. So testing 1, 2, 3, we're going to give it a level. So it's going to be in the hit list. And it's going to be urgent, important, and we're going to put the due date for sometime next month. Click on save, and you'll see that task is waiting for me, testing 1, 2, 3. So that's how we access the hit list, and we can hide it by tapping on the hit list icon in the blue rectangle. The second list is our MIT list, MIT, and it stands for most important tasks. Now, there are 4 most important tasks that happen every single weekday. We don't do them on Saturdays and Sundays because we want to have days off from needing to do tasks, and we have a different list for that. Now, these tasks are your highest priority tasks. You want to get these things done early before the chaos of work, business, and life. They're the things that are going to move the needle forward and get you the most leverage and therefore money, success, freedom, connection, the things that you actually desire. Now, when you complete a most important task, you're now going to move it into the achieved list, and you're going to collect 1 point for every single most important task you achieve. So 4 points a day, Monday to Friday, means 20 points a week. Let's navigate over to the Empowered Man app to show you what this list looks like. So here we are, the MIT list is right next to the hit list, and you can see I already have some most important tasks in there. 2 of them have been dragged into achieved, and 2 of them are still in my most important task list. So what I can now do is I can drag them over into the achieved column, and it's going to give me 1 point. As you can see up the top here, I have a 3 out of 4 in terms of my most important tasks, and I've achieved 3 out of 20 this week. I can also drag and drop it back over into the MIT list if I've accidentally put it in there. I can also click on the 3 dots up the top right and move it back to my hit list to worry about later, or move it into my achieved list. So that's how I do that right there. Now I'm going to show you on the next clip how to do this on your mobile. So here we are on the task management system on the phone. And if I open up my Mint list, you can see the tasks that I have for today inside of my Mint list. There is one task remaining to complete. So there's two ways I can do it on my phone. I can click on the three dots up the top right, and I can move it over to my achieved list by hovering over there. Or what I can do is just click on this circle that says done, click on that, and it's automatically going to move into my task. Now, the reason it's not letting me move it over is because I've created some subtasks. So I'll actually show you what it looks like on a different day. So where it says record week 2 videos, I'm going to click on done right there, and it says task status updated. And if I go to my achieved list, you can see it's waiting for me right there. So that's how simple this is to do on your phone. The final list is our do list, and this is any daily tasks that have exceeded your 4 most important tasks. So if there's anything you want to do, there might be 20 tasks a day, you're going to have 4 most important tasks and the remaining 16 tasks in your do list. And basically, if it needs to be done today, you add it inside of here. Now, these do tasks are moved to the done list, and we do not get points for our done tasks, simply because you could game the system and get 1,000 points a day if you really wanted to cheat. So there's only 4 points for the most important tasks and no points for the do tasks. It's still a great place to track them. So let's head over to the Empowered Man app and show you where to find this list. So you can see the do list is on the right here to the left of achieved. Now, if we open the sidebar, you'll notice the do list and achieved list go over each other and you have to click between them. This is why I like to do everything on a desktop, because I can hide the sidebar and I can see everything in one place. So again, we can either create a new task in here in the do list. So task 17 right there, and we can give it a priority, urgent, important, and we can select the date for today, click on save. That task will now be waiting for us, and we can add as many tasks as we like. What's also cool is you can see what percentage of tasks have you actually completed inside of the app. So we're going to drag this over to the done list, and you can see that task is now marked as done. So we have our hit list, which is any tasks in the future that we haven't scheduled yet. We have our most important task list for a day. We drag those into achieved, and then we have our do list, which is any tasks that day that don't fit into the most important task section of 4 out of 4. Those go into the done list. Back on the list, this is our do list on the phone. It's pretty self-explanatory. You can see the task in there. And again, we can click on the done circle to mark it as done on the bottom left there, or we can click on the 3 dots and move it into our done list. Once we've done that, it will move into that list and no longer be there. And we can go and see that we've achieved it by opening up the done list there. We can also collapse it by tapping back on it again. The final part of our task management system is our done and achieved list. So this is where we track all of our completed tasks. You can see everything you've achieved for your most important tasks and everything you've done for your do lists for the week. And this allows you to know what you did and when you did it. It also lets you track your wins and productivity levels. Now, in the future videos, we will show you how to manage your time way better. But for now, this is a very general overview of the hit list, the Mint list, the do list, the done and achieved lists. In the next clip, I'll show you how to find the done and achieved lists. So again, we're in the task management system. You can see all the tasks we've achieved, 4 out of 20 this week, and all the tasks we've done, 5 this week. We can see the name of the task, what was the urgency level, what date was it completed. It's all stored in one place, and it's also done week to week. So if we go to the previous week, you can see I did 20 out of 20 of my most important tasks, and I got 34 other tasks done, which was a very productive week. This is the power of having everything in one place, because we can see at a glance what we've achieved and what we've done every single week. So your action step is to try this system out. Now, it might be a bit weird or confusing because you've never done it before, but taking massive action is part of our Empowered Man code, and failing forward is another part of it. So if you fuck it up the first time, all you got to do is keep practicing, and we'll empower you to use this. Your Power Strike action steps and mission for this video are to create your first most important task. And you're going to name it something like download/print Empowered Man code. Then you're going to add 3 subtasks, and I'm going to show you how to do this in the next clip. The first subtask is going to be to print the code. That's the first action step. They're down below this video. The second action step is to put the code up somewhere you can see it every day. And the third action step is to send the photo in your VIP chat. So once you've created this most important task, once you've added these 3 subtasks, You're going to tick off each subtask at a time, and you're going to move it into your achieved column once you're done. I'll show you how to do that in the next clip. All right, so let's say today is the 3rd of September. It's actually the 1st. The reason I'm not doing it on the 1st is because I've already scheduled 4 tasks in my most important task section, and it won't let me schedule anymore. It's a smart system. It's going to say you can only have 4 per day, which is what we want. So I'm going to go to Wednesday, and I want you to choose to do this today, and you're going to click on the most important task list on your computer and click on the plus icon. From there, you're going to give it a very clear name. So print/send EMM code. That's going to be the task name. It's going to be in the most important task list, the MIT list, and the priority is going to be urgent and important. Select date, you're going to select today's date. It's going to be your first most important task. Now what we can do is add subtasks. So the first subtask is going to be print code. Now again, if you've already done this, go through the process regardless. The second subtask is going to be put code up somewhere. There we go. And the third subtask is going to be send photo in VIP chat. Just like that. And we're going to click on save. And you're going to see that that task is now saved inside of my most important task list. Now, once you've created this task, what you need to do is tick off the subtasks. If we try to drag it into the achieved column, it's going to give us an error saying all subtasks must be completed before updating completion status. You do not need to use the subtasks. I like to do it when I'm splitting up different actions inside of a task. So what I'm going to do here is once you've printed the code, you're going to click on the green circle that's selected as done. Once you've put the code up somewhere, you're going to select done. And the next clip, I'm going to show you how to do this on your mobile. And we're going to click on the third one, and then that's going to move it straight into our achieved list. We don't have to do any dragging. So once we click on done on our mobile phone, it's going to move straight into our achieved list. All right, so we're going to go to that same date, Wednesday the 3rd. And we can see in my MIT list when I open it up, we have print/send EMM code. And you can see that I have this little subtask icon there, right? Now it's not letting me complete it because when I tap on that, all you need to do is tap on it to show the subtasks. I have to complete that third subtask. So where it says send photo in VIP chat, I'm going to click where it says done, and you're going to see the task is now complete. If I go into my achieved list, you can see it's waiting there for me, and I've now completed my first task. So your action step is to do this on your mobile or computer. All right, brother, so that might seem complicated, but it's a very simple system once you use it. Your action step for this video is to create your first most important task. So you're going to go to the task management system and create your first MIT. It's going to be titled download/print empowered man code or EMM code, and it's going to have 3 subtasks. Number 1, print code. Number 2, put code up somewhere. Number 3, send photo in VIP chat. Tick off each of those subtasks, and then it will move into the achieved column. That is your first task completed. And moving forward throughout the course, we're going to be setting tasks inside of the system so everything you do is tracked. You can track your achievements, you can track what you've done, which means you can track your wins. Go and get this action step done right now. The instructions are down below, as well as screenshots. Get it done and then move on to the next video.